Hey everybody, it's Subliminal. It's BlizzCon weekend, and it's been about 4 years since we've seen a last BlizzCon. Yesterday we got some good announcements for Diablo 2, and it's looking like the game's headed in an upward trajectory as far as the future goes, and as far as future updates, expansions. So right now we're currently in Season 2, and they've made a lot of changes based on fan feedback. They've added new in-game bosses, new stash searches, just a bunch of different things based off of complaints, feedback, etc. And it seems like the developers are seriously listening to its fan base, and they're really trying to work on progressing the in-game content for the hardcore players. As you know, now with the game, I feel like casual players have a really nice. It's basically a casual game, I would say, but they really need to focus on the in-game content for the hardcore players who really want to grind and get that OP builds that just dominate. Um, so they're also planning on introducing more content this season as the season continues to roll out. Next week, they said they are implementing 5 new class specific rings called malignant rings. And I'll pull that up here. So there's 5 new class specific rings, and what these rings are going to do is give you powers from the season one that we use in Malignant Hearts. I'm not sure exactly what the powers do, but that I'm they did mention that the Necromancer was going to be able to explode corpses automatically again. So I think it's going to be real class specific Malignant stuff. And I'm not exactly sure how to get these. They didn't really go over that, how to get these or how to craft them or whatnot, but we'll see next week, I guess. Um, what else? So they also said on December 5th, they're adding, there's going to be another update. They're adding a few things. So they're going to be adding an enchantment window. So in the game now, when you go to enchant an item, um, you can basically re-roll 4 of these stats that are on there, and you have no idea what you can get, what it's going to be. So what they're implementing here, see if I can find the picture here. So you can see on the right side here, there's going to be a window that just shows you the possible affixes that are could be an outcome of the reroll. So that is amazing. I mean, I would expect that to already be in the game, but I'm glad that they're adding it now. So yeah, another thing is also on December 5th, they said they're adding a new in-game activity, which is a 6-week event called the Abattoir of Zir. I think I have a picture here somewhere over here. Here we go. So the Abattoir of Zir, it's a seasonal event. They said 6 weeks. They said, so their words is a highly replayable pinnacle experience for people who have reached level 100. And they said those who will survive will gain a Paragon glyph, which is based off of the blood of Zir, I guess, or something like that. But there's been leaks of pictures from BlizzCon of this glyph, and it's going to be insanely powerful. And so I'm expecting that this content, this Abattoir of Zir, is going to be the hardest and highest level in-game content in the game when it comes out. They said from interviews after the announcement, they said that they're aware that the ball lightning sorcerers are just OP right now. They said bring your lightning ball sorcerers. This is going to be extremely hard. So it sounds like even the most powerful builds are going to have a difficulty. So I'm pretty excited to see how that rolls out and how actually hard it is or difficult it is. Um, Another thing they also said on December 5th, they're adding a holiday event called. So I'm assuming this is all going to roll out in one update. So there's going to be a holiday event called Midwinter Blight. And they said it's a 3-week event that is going to transform the Fractured Peaks into a quote winter terror land. They also said to watch out for a mysterious red cloaked terror. So I'm assuming we're going to get our heads smashed in by Santa Claus. So that's all the news for the season 2 update. As far as the immediate future goes, they briefly touched on season 3 stuff. They mentioned leaderboards, so it sounds like they're bringing in leaderboards. They're bringing in a new event called the Gauntlet, which is going to be to challenge players as far as their builds, as far as damage goes. They're going to be posted on these leaderboards. The highest players are going to be added to something called the Hall of Ancients, where your name and your build will be posted for all to see, and for you to gloat and boast that you're number one. So that was it for season 3. Very, very brief. They didn't really mention anything, so it's still a mystery as of now. Then next, they revealed the expansion for late 2024. So they did mention a while ago that they were going to do yearly expansions. I believe Diablo came out in July, so this being late 2024, they're pushing it back a little bit, which is understandable because the game definitely needs to be polished more before people are going to expect to pay for a new expansion. So this new expansion is going to be called the Vessel of Hatred, and it's going to be focusing on Mephisto. Have this here. Vessel of Hatred. It's going to be focusing on Mephisto, and we are going to the Torajan jungle, which is basically Karast. So these buildings here, this is a screenshot from the trailer, the teaser trailer, and this building is exactly like the buildings we saw in Diablo 2, Karast. Which Mephisto's Soulstone was. So we know that that's where we're going. We're probably going to be fighting Mephisto. Just to quickly show you guys the map here. So this is here. This area here is Diablo 4 as we know it. Over here's Tristram. That's the Diablo 2. This is Lotgolin, and then where is it? Karast here is the docks. That's where we fought Mephisto in Diablo 2, and we are going to be focusing on this area. Maybe I don't know if Karast is going to be in the new expansion or not. Maybe we'll see a nice little Easter egg, but we're going to be in these jungles. And they also revealed a new class. They didn't specify what kind of class, but there will be a new class in this new expansion. They said a class that has never before seen in the Diablo universe. So unfortunately, no paladin. I know everyone was wanting a sort of plate build, a sword and shield build. There's been leaks that have been from data mines, and the leaks correctly predicted the Vessel of Hatred, the Karast jungle, and they also have they found a new class called the Spirit Born. This is all kind of speculation based on the data mine content. I mean, we're in the jungle. There's Spirit Born. In Karast Diablo 2, there was pygmies, lots of ritualistic stuff. So I'm assuming that this may be a shaman class. There's no really way to determine that, but that's what I'm suspecting. There was also in the data mine leaks, there was a mention of raids. which they did not go over any kind of raid content. And there's probably no reason why they would cover that yet because it's so early. So we might maybe seeing raids. We may be seeing a shaman class. We will most likely be fighting Mephisto, and we will be in the Torjon jungles, similar to Karas. Maybe we'll see Karas. Another thing is that they talked about in the interviews that they're working on huge itemization overhauls. They realize that a lot of these powers, these aspects that we have, are not very interesting, not super fun. So they're going over overhauls to make these powers a lot more interesting, and we'll see how that goes. So today is Saturday, so there should be more updates on Diablo 4 today, later in the day. So I'll keep you guys updated. Hope you enjoyed. Thanks.